Search for a no-code AI agent builder and you get two very different products wearing the same label. This video separates them, then walks the whole setup end to end. Connect your knowledge, configure the agent, test and answer, set the handoff rules, and review before anything goes live. 7 tools were tested and they split into 2 camps that rarely get compared side by side. General purpose canvas builders, where you architect the agent yourself, and support native agents that arrive pre-wired to the help desk. Building the agent is the easy 20%. The other 80% is the work no product screenshot shows you. Start with a reframe, because knowing which camp you need is most of the decision. The first camp is the canvas builder: Botpress, VoiceFlow, Copilot Studio, Stack AI, and Relevance AI. A blank drag and drop surface, a library of nodes, and the freedom to build an agent for almost anything. The second is the support native agent, built for one job, where you connect Zendesk or Freshdesk and point it at your knowledge. Neither is better in the abstract. They answer different questions. This is Botpress Studio, the strongest all-rounder in that camp. You get a start node, workflows for errors and timeouts, and an autonomous node that decides the next action, which you can mix with deterministic nodes when you need guardrails. It is genuinely powerful. It also means every node is yours to wire, and reviewers consistently flag a steep curve for production-grade bots. Not every canvas starts blank. Microsoft Copilot Studio asks what you would like to build, and you describe the agent in plain language, ground it on your business data, and publish it into Teams and the rest of Microsoft 365. VoiceFlow does something similar for conversation designers. The pool is the ecosystem, and the catch is that credit rates change with what your agents actually do. Which brings us to the part these roundups skip, and it is the part that costs you weeks. Here is the checklist no product page shows you. Connect the knowledge sources, map the intents, write the fallback logic for when the model is unsure, set the escalation rules, and test the thing before you trust it with a real customer. That is the 80%, and on a blank canvas, every line of it is yours. A customer once said this on their way out the door to a cheaper tool. The instinct is completely understandable, and building the agent really has got easier. It is everything after the build that has not. The wiring, the fallbacks, the escalation rules, and the testing nobody budgets for. The failure mode worth fearing is not a bot that breaks. It is a bot that sounds certain and is quietly wrong, because nobody checks a confident answer. One agent narrated executing searches for 10 turns without ever hitting the API, then reported a resolution that never happened. You want to find that in a sandbox, not in a customer's inbox. The loop that actually works looks like this. Connect the knowledge first. Simulate against your past tickets so you can read the wrong answers safely. Deploy on a narrow slice of real traffic. Then, widen once the numbers hold. Every step is a checkpoint, which is the opposite of shipping a bot and hoping. So here is that whole loop in a support native tool, one screen at a time. Step 1 is connecting integrations, and each one gives the agent knowledge sources, triggers, and actions. Zendesk here is connected and added to the agent. Underneath it, Google Drive, Notion, and Confluence come in as knowledge, so the agent answers from your documentation rather than from general training data. There is no canvas in this step at all. Step 2, instead of drawing a flow, you add a skill. Skills give the agent new workflows and capabilities. Simulation runs it against multiple tickets at once and returns a scored performance report. Self-review reads your own setup and suggests fixes. These are the pieces you would otherwise be wiring node by node. Step 3 is where the fallback and escalation work goes, and it is a sentence rather than a branch. Ask it, in plain English, to always draft a reply when it is tagged in Zendesk. It rewrites its own instructions and confirms what changed. The saved behavior is right there in the document, including the rule that when it is unsure it says so instead of guessing. Those 3 steps get it wired up. The next 2 are what stop a confident wrong answer reaching a customer. Step 4 is the one the canvas builders make you invent. Simulation runs your full agent pipeline in a sandbox against real or synthetic messages, without sending any actual replies. An LLM judge scores each response as perfect, acceptable, or fail, and the report comes back with suggested instruction improvements. That is the confident wrong answer caught before a customer ever reads it. Step 5 keeps a human in the loop once it is live. Activity filters by approved, rejected, and pending, so you decide what the agent is allowed to send while you build trust. Each conversation carries its own status, and every action it takes is logged. Deploy on a slice, read this screen, then widen. One more thing to check before you pick, and it moves your bill more than the sticker price does. Botpress bills per conversation from $150 a month. VoiceFlow charges credits plus editor seats from about $60 and caps the entry tier at 2 seats. Copilot Studio meters, Copilot credits from a $200 pack. Lindy is credits from just under $50. Stack AI meters runs and jumps straight from free to a custom quote. Across almost every credit-based tool here, reviewers describe the same thing: cost that is hard to predict per task, and a bill that moves with how chatty the agent happens to be. The useful question is not what the plan costs. It is what one handled ticket costs you on a busy month, because that is the number that scales. The decision collapses fast once you answer one question about yourself. If the answer is anything goes, agent building, take the canvas and pick by ecosystem. Botpress for a flexible all-rounder, VoiceFlow for conversation and voice, Copilot Studio inside Microsoft, Stack AI for regulated enterprise, Relevant AI for multi-agent teams, Lindy for personal automation. If the answer is too many repetitive support tickets, a support-native tool removes the build step entirely. So, the recap. 2 camps hide behind one search term: a blank canvas you architect or an agent that arrives wired up. No code still leaves you the 80%, which is knowledge, intents, fallbacks, escalation and testing. And whichever camp you choose, simulate on past tickets before a customer reads a single reply. Everything you just watched was eesel AI, which is the tool I work on, so treat that as the biased but informed part. It connects to Zendesk, Freshdesk or Gorgias, trains on your existing tickets and help center, and you shape it with plain language instead of nodes. Billing is usage-based on the interactions it handles, with no per-seat fees. There is a free trial, so you can connect to helpdesk and run the simulation on your own history before committing to anything. The full roundup of all 7 builders is linked in the description.